think we are live. Let me check. Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to XWA. Well, welcome to XWA No Limits, streaming live from Buffalo, New York. And of course, this is... Well, no, let me restart that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to XWA. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to XWA No Limits, and also a happy Halloween. Well, from the commentary team, and we are streaming this broadcast from Buffalo, New York. And of course, we are getting started for first matchup, but we can't say it's the first matchup because we are currently being greeted by the special guest referee, let alone our recently hired referee, that being Ren Taylor. So of course, there have been some complaints saying that, well, in the XWA is going to need more referees. So what better referee to have than, of course, Ren Taylor. Now, of course, given the fact that pretty much her first televised match that she will be, like, the official for, is actually one that she never thought she would be a part of. And that's technically the very first matchup. Well, not very first matchup. Well, yeah, it is. But the very first matchup of the Halloween special. Now, I said a few weeks ago that pretty much some people that are competing here tonight may have some Halloween attires or not. So I wouldn't expect anyone to have a Halloween, costume, up their sleeve. But now with the referee and ring, let's get to the matchup. And out first is seemingly to be the Shadows champion, and that is Hurtful. And of course, Hurtful taking a bit of time, but there he is, and for the looks of it, his costume of choice, that being Noob Saibot from the Mortal Kombat franchise. And what's funny about it is that for Hurtful, he mains this character in any Mortal Kombat game that has Noob Saibot in it. Now, of course, that for Hurtful doesn't know the opponent he will be facing off, but he's saying that he wants to put on a simple display here tonight. Well, pretty much on Halloween Eve. Well, not Halloween Eve, but for Halloween Day, and it's technically slowly starting to get dark outside.
And the participants, first, representing Legado del Fantasma from Rochester, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Extreme Champion.
And so, of course, that for Hurtful, pretty much taking his slow and sweet time down to the very ring. But there is a person that doesn't look a little bit too happy. And if we were to look up in the private condos, we can see, well, KPW's own James Burns, who just recently had been let off of his in-ring suspension. Now, we don't know why was he suspended from KPW for that small while, but thankfully the suspension has been lifted and he's capable of competing. Now, of course, that doesn't mean he's able to compete here while he's still suspended in KPW. You see, we do shit differently here. Well, for the most part. But you get the idea. So of course, that for Hurtful, trying to scope out the scenery here in beautiful Buffalo, New York. And what's funny about it is that for Hurtful, he actually lives like at least a few miles, well, probably like a few miles from here. That being, he was born and raised, well, not born and raised, he was born in Phoenix. Well, pretty much, he was born in Phoenix, Arizona. However, he was raised in Rochester, New York. Technically, the hood part of New York, from what I have been told. But having growing up in the streets wasn't easy. However, he managed to prevail and managed to work his very own. In doing so, he is now here, alive and well. Of course, you can hear the crowd going wild. Well, for Buffalo, New York, oh wait, no, we are in the Buffalo Sabres arena, if I remember correctly, but I do not know. So now we're Hurtful in ring, and here comes the opponent that apparently that Hurtful does not know, and that being Joshua Walker.
185 pounds, Joshua
Walker. Now for Joshua Walker, does not have any clue what Hurtful is capable of, but he said that he is willing to showcase like pretty much everything that he'd be able to do, but against technically a future Hall of Famer, and that being Hurtful, which is standing outside of the ring. Not only that, except for James Burns, somewhere in the venue, if pretty much looking at this match very closely, because he might end up scoping out his next target once he's potentially done with Mr. Blue. Now that Joshua Walker is in the ring now. And I will say good luck to Ren Taylor, who will be the official of this match and try to keep these two under control. But of course, now that the match is official, well, between... Oh shit, I actually am calling this match. Well, this is going to be difficult because I didn't know I was going to be officiating the match, but oh well. Now, of course, after Ren Taylor, I would say good luck to trying to, well, pretty much call this match down the middle. As for Hurtful, as you know what, hold on, let me just fix this, because as much as I would like to call it down the middle, I'm not a special guest referee. This is the official referee for the SWA. So, we're going to keep it moving. And nice suplex done by Hurtful. And look, he tried to pretty much pick up the head of Joshua Walker, slamming it down. And technically new sidebot against a human. Probably one of the top fighters of Outworld. And now for Hurtful, going for a massive DDT onto Joshua Walker, taking him onto the outside next to the commentary table. But I would say that we do have some pretty cool matches lined up here tonight. There is the ripcord knee connecting onto the face of Hurtful. Hopefully we don't see a fatality done here tonight. As much as it sounds cool, but I don't want to see anyone getting injured. At least not yet. Covered now by Joshua Walker. As a kick out too from Hurtful. But as he'll keep the match going. But now for Joshua Walker. Pretty much trying to go for somewhat of a flip slam onto Hurtful. Cover now by Joshua Walker. Hurtful ends up kicking out at 2. So far, that for our lovely referee over at the side, Ren Taylor, doing her job, well, just as advertised that she said that she'd done. Covered now by Hurtful. And for some reason, it has an immediate kick out from Joshua Walker. We don't know exactly what that for Hurtful is capable of, given the fact he is a future Hall of Famer, nothing less. But seeming that for Hurtful, they wanted to casually show off a little bit, pretty much trying to impress Ren Taylor, but now behind her back, that for Hurtful taking a turnbuckle off the corner, but now being thrown into it. Not sure that the ref ended up catching on to that, but cover now by Joshua Walker. And then shoulders up by Hurtful at 1. So one of the turnbuckles is exposed. But it's looking to seemingly not the care, but dropping Joshua Walker head first into the unprotected turnbuckle. It seems that for Joshua Walker and for Hurtful, almost looking to not simply give a shit, well, about this matchup entirely, but into the unprotected, well, not protected, but into the unprotected turnbuckle. Now for Joshua Walker, they're looking to go for another ripcord knee. Covered now by Joshua Walker, as it was seen by Ren Taylor, almost looking to try and fix the turnbuckle. But now Joshua Walker pretty much looking to light it up here. Pretty much going for the Operation W. Well, or as he calls it, the Weapon X is what it's called. But now for Hurtful, looking to use the last Fuentes onto Joshua Walker. Cover now. But wait, hold on for a second. If Hurtful kind of locked the ankles onto the middle rope. And luckily that was a 3 count because it wouldn't make sense. Well, for Hurtful to try to get a cheap win out of Joshua Walker. And the fight will continue. Now Hurtful out onto ringside. Joshua Walker might have an open window to put caution to the complete win. But instead, he has the respect of his opponent. He has the complete respect for the Hall of Famer. Unlike some people within this industry, they do not have respect whether you are a Hall of Famer or let alone a legend within the company. Falling knee onto the back of the head of Joshua Walker. And now for Hurtful, lifting up Joshua Walker, looking to go for the Exile's Edge. Cover now. And Hurtful will get the win against Joshua Walker.
Here is your winner.
So your winner of tonight will be Hurtful. And hopefully he might be able to use the same strategy if he ends up going up against, well, Logan Fatu, well, in the foreseeable future. But we need to keep things moving. Alright, let's see here. I think, me personally, I believe that this match right here is going to be interesting, nothing less. Because this next match is actually going to be the newest signing to the XWA. Well, not newest signing, because this woman has been signed for a little while, but hasn't been utilized within the XWA. But now, she finally gets her chance. So coming up next will be the matchup between Yuri Bailey versus Alex Thunder. Don't go anywhere. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but we are back here in Buffalo, New York. And here comes, I want to say, the mother ghost. Well, of the two other ghosts that roam the XWA freely, and that being for Paige Bailey and Rachel Bailey. Here comes Yuri.
Making her way to the ring from parts unknown, Yuri Bailey.
After Yuri Bailey, well, it decided to finally have her very first match within the XWA, as she had seen a little bit of high hopes, let alone hoping that this could be the start of a newer era. Well, not newer era, but pretty much be the one woman to be a part of, I want to say, the XWA's 4th Horsewoman. However, I do have some unfortunate news regarding to one of our talent, and that talent being Taylor Ford. Unfortunately, well, pretty much unfortunately, her contract has expired, but out of like, she had planned to renew her contract. However, she ended up suffering a very bad leg. She ended up suffering a very bad leg injury at a live event, well, that was surprisingly just from pretty much just a few minutes up the road. Well, pretty much just a few minutes up the road, that being in New York City. Preferably in Madison Square Garden, where she unfortunately suffered a very bad, well, right leg injury. So for Taylor Ford, she's saying she don't know how, well, she don't know will she be back towards the end of the year. Worst case scenario, we might end up seeing her, well, possibly next year. So we are sending our best prayers and wishing nothing but the best. Well, not wishing nothing but the best, but wishing Taylor Ford a speedy recovery. Will she potentially show back up in the XWA? Who knows? Because her contract has expired like last month. So we don't know will she end up returning if she ends up healed up good. But now with the sad news out of the way, let's look at the good news. That we officially have the pay-per-view date for XWA All for Nothing. XWA All for Nothing will be streaming to you live on November 10th. Well, November 10th, so be on the lookout for any exciting matches that end up happening on that day. But now we need to focus on this match between two very tall women. Well, that being Yuri Bailey versus Alex Thunder. Now, here's something that I don't know. Well, here's something that we do not know about Yuri, and that is pretty much she developed a lot of fans. Well, she ended up developing a whole lot of fans in the XWA. Well, not just in the XWA, but she developed a lot of fans just by simply not wrestling. How did she obtain those fans? Well, being the mother of, well, Paige Bailey and Rachel Bailey. So technically, she's just making bank while she's not even in a wrestling ring. She is very kind, very supportive, and also, excuse my French and immature levels, but for Yuri Bailey pretty much being a submissive, well, the term of submissive and a dominant woman to be around. That was her words exactly, not ours. We're just paid to say all this shit on commentary. And speaking of commentary, there will be a new commentator out, so be aware of that. So of course, then now focusing back onto the match, and Yuri Bailey like, what the hell? Like, I get it that for Yuri it's like almost the same exact height as Alex Thunder, given the fact both of them are 6'3", but for a tall woman like Yuri, she shouldn't be moving like a damn high flyer. Nonetheless, it's cool as fuck though. And now being thrown over to the side of the ring. Well, for Alex Thunder going back into the ring, really trying to keep herself, well, pretty much keep herself focused. But not only that, for Yuri Bailey, also trying to do the same, given the fact that this is technically her first ever match, although she had been signed since June. Well, no, not June. She had been signed since August. So it's a long time coming. The reason why she never debuted yet, because she had to deal with personal problems, and of course she was in the performance center, not only trying to get better in ring, but also trying to help others. So that goes to show you that Yuri Bailey is pretty much like the nicest woman, well, to be around. She is like damn near supportive for anyone. But now a little bit of a swing and a miss of Yuri Bailey, but almost like that it was intentional. Using the rope was to her advantage for somewhat of a Canadian destroyer. And I don't know about y'all, but we need to see that shit again. Because honestly, that was actually kind of smart of Yuri Bailey. Will pretty much say you can't hit someone in the corner, you might as well go with the second best option. As trying to get the fucking camera in position. Trust me, it's a pain in the ass, I know. No pun intended to that, by the way. But as you can see here, that for Yuri missing somewhat of a kick in the corner, flanked the forearm and using the ropes to almost carry the move into a Canadian destroyer. Now that's what we're talking about. That if plan A doesn't work, there's always plan B. Although I would say that, like in previous years, if you're a WWE fan. Real ones understand. But of course, focusing on to the match now, that for Alex Thunder, trying to counter her way out of Yuri Bailey, going for a massive suplex. Well, on to Yuri. Huh? Now for Alex Thunder, line it up for the Thunder Strike! And cover now by Alex Thunder. But Yuri Bailey managed to kick out. And for Yuri, pretty much trying to put everything, well, not put everything, but able to try and go up against Alex Thunder, trying to lock in somewhat of a triangle choke onto Alex Thunder. But I'm not sure would that be a good idea, but given the fact that Alex Thunder also knows how to utilize a submission using her own legs. But I wouldn't say otherwise. And now for a gut-wrench suplex. Well, onto Yuri Bailey, but now Alex Thunder trying to trap Yuri Bailey in what seemed to be, I don't even know what that move would be called, but it seemed like he tried to trap Yuri into it, almost like a submission, but just going for multiple punches to the side of the head, try to crack her skull even. And now out to ringside for Yuri, trying to fight back with every fiber of her body. But Alex Thunder is not letting her have it whatsoever. And now for Alex Thunder, pretty much just tries to go for a flurry of attacks onto Yuri in the corner. But now Yuri trying to run to the ropes, only to be stopped by Alex. And now onto the shoulders. We don't know what is Alex Thunder thinking of, but dropping Yuri Bailey chest first into the ropes. And it is not looking good, well, for Miss Yuri. Now for Alex Thunder, well, looking to potentially finish off Yuri Bailey, lifting them up and slamming them down to earth. Well, in a cover now by Alex Thunder. An immediate kick out by Yuri Bailey at 2. After Yuri Bailey is not even finished, let alone she is not even a fan of Alex Bailey, not trying to win by any means. But Alex Thunder, I should say, by any means necessary. But it won't be. And now for Yuri, pretty much realizing that she may have an open window. Pretty much go for the 2 kicks. Well, drops them onto their ass and kicks them flat out in the face. And now for a top rope moonsault, or maybe a middle rope moonsault, I couldn't tell. And now we go back into our regular camera. And for Alex, we're trying to utilize anything with her strength, and now here we go. And for Alex Thunder, we're pretty much trying to use all of her strength that she can to put down, well, not Alex, but for Yuri. Yes, I get names mixed up, so sorry in advance. But now, it looks like the Eradicator, well, Rhea Ripley decided, well, never mind, looks like she's not here, but it seemed that for Yuri Bailey wanted to try and pull some strings, seeing that would give her the upper advantage, but it won't, with a massive spine buster by Alex Thunder. Cover. And that is it for Yuri Bailey. And Alex Thunder will be winning it here in a secondary matchup. Now as I pull up, as we look into match cards, ooh. Now of course, for those that do like some high-flying action, be prepared for the worst, because this one is going to be wildly entertaining. Now, of course, that the match is currently being set up. Now, of course, while the two, well, not two, but the 4 getting set up backstage, I wanted to go ahead and have a special announcement that. Hold on. I don't think we have any special announcements. I'm looking through the sheets of paper, and I don't think we have an announcement. And we're back here for SWA in Buffalo, New York. A seeing that the Rivera to the which, well, it seems that the Riviera sisters are here to rescue their princess from another castle, and they have become the Mario Brothers. From of course the most popular video game of the same name. It is also kind of helpful to tell which one is which, because technically the one that is Mario, that would be Elena, and the one that's Luigi is Leo Rivera. So technically the twins, but had decided to become, well, how can I put this but not making it sound like something stupid? You know what, never mind. So now, next up, well no, not next up, but now here comes, well, the Lucha Sisters. Unfortunately, they have lost their debut match in KPW, but no doubt they actually have put the women's division on notice. Carry two of the best high flyers, well, pretty much in somewhat the women's division. So it makes a little bit of sense that they want to, I don't know, be a part of the action. Yeah, I really don't have anything like commentary note wise for these two as of yet, but I think I do, but not anything special. But a lot of people believe online that these two are not even sisters, because one of them is from Puerto Rico and the other one from Mexico. But we can tell you for a fact that these two are sisters. Well, they're biological sisters. Yeah, that makes sense now. So of course, starting off the match will be Elena Rivera and Amelia Phoenix, and the match is underway. We'll pretty much for Elena Rivera. We'll pretty much hopefully try to see if she can be able to find a fire flower and use it as a power-up. Also, apologies in advance if I make references or random jokes that involve video gaming, because obviously I'm gonna have to. After Elena Rivera throwing Amelia Phoenix into a corner. My question is, why does she look like one of those like banana items that you use in Mario Kart? Get to spin someone out of control and have them out of the race for a few seconds. Speaking of which, I need to get back to playing Mario Kart at some point. Problem is, I don't know how to stream it on YouTube because obviously it's a Nintendo, but I'll figure it out at some point. And pretty much into a corner. It's almost looking to be a miscalculation, well, by the twins into the corner. Oh, I just fucking realized that there are technically 3 sets of twins in this company. I could have done something funny. Ah, fuck it. I'll just save it for another time. What I was thinking of was Riley, well, and Gabby Parker being the counterpart of Mario and Luigi. But I could probably save it for, like, all for nothing, because it depends. Into a corner now, going for Elena Rivera. Elena managed to counter herself out of the corner, going for it. A bit of her Karana onto Amelia Phoenix. Cover now. Well, by Amelia, well, not Amelia, but Elena, kick out by Phoenix. And into a corner once again, is kicked to the midsection. You have to remember that the fact that Elena Rivera has like a small MMA background. So yeah, so now we have Leo Rivera, but into your fray now. So now into a corner, going for Garcia Vega as she made it legal. Into a corner now for technically Leah using the same dropkick as her older sister. For sort. And which what's funny to think about is that technically Leah is the youngest, while Elena is technically the oldest, with Elena being technically 28 years old and Elena being, what, 25. So there's a massive age gap between the twins. Well, nah, I'll fuck with y'all. They're both the same age. Like, they're around 20, well, pretty much they're 28 years old. I lied again. Are they 28 years old? No, they're not. But I will say that pretty much both of them are somewhat young. Only difference is, well, not only difference that they're literally born in the same month. But anyway, covered now by Leah Rivera. And I don't have any lore to some of the cards that you see here, so bear with me. Now into the ropes, well, not ropes, but into a corner, going for Leah Rivera, but for Phoenix, using the rope for a tornado DDT, I believe, tag me, and Vega is legal. So now Garcia Vega pretty much taking some hits in onto Leah. And a massive chop onto the chest to make it number 2. And another tornado DDT using the ropes and a standing moonsault into cover. But Leah Rivera gets shoulders up at 1. As of course it is slowly getting dark outside in Buffalo, New York. For anyone that is doing trick-or-treating, I do advise you to be safe when doing so, because there are motherfuckers that literally would put drugs in that shit. So I say it again, stay safe and have a happy Halloween. So now, back to the matchup. Now, there goes Amelia Phoenix on the receiving end of a hot shot, but now for Leah Rivera, almost like she was trying to set up a Meteora into a corner, but instead tags in for Leah Rivera, and now she's legal and going up against Vega, as she's going to have to take on this fight alone for a few seconds time. And a bit of a miscalculation as for Elena to be thrown onto the top turnbuckle, and accidentally Leah managed to literally swing a right hook straight at her head. I'm not sure what that intentional or was on complete accident, but it might just benefit for the Lucha Sisters. And now for Garcia Vega trying to lift up Elena Rivera, slamming her down almost to the center of the ring. And now covered now by, well, Garcia Vega, only for Elena to kick out 1. Pretty just stomp to the head. And now for Vega trying to line it up for pretty like a running drop kick of sorts. However, Elena managed to get up and deliver the drop kick of her own. And you see for Phoenix trying to at least get, trying to get Vega to tag up. Speaking of tag up, tag made, and here comes Leah Rivera, not made the legal woman yet again. And now it's all looking at for Leah, trying to light it up, and Prairie going for a cannonball. Well, Prairie, the cannonball connects onto Vega, but she is still moving like nothing even happened. And now for Vega, Prairie going for a rollover, gaining speed from the rope, and Prairie going for a drive-by, pretty like a drive-by kick to the side ahead. And tag made, Phoenix made legal, set out power, well, set out spine buster, I should say. For Phoenix, slamming Leah Rivera face first into the corner. But now, whatever Phoenix is trying to do, they're trying to utilize the middle rope, almost to be a little bit of advantage, waiting for Leah to get up and going. I don't know what was that, but instead, that for Leah was saying enough of the high-flying shit, because we're the two people that's allowed to do some high-flying stuff, not you two. Now into a corner for one, and being slammed back into a corner again, covered out by Leah Rivera. I just saw someone earlier while holding up the Puerto Rican flag, I believe downward for Garcia Vega. Tag made, here comes Elena Rivera. And Perez is back to square one. Facebuster connects. Well, onto Phoenix, but now, after Phoenix throwing, well, Elena into a corner. And I was trying to use the metal rope. Sorry about that. I had to yawn, but utilizing the middle rope for a bulldog of sorts. But now for Vega, now pretty much using the open opportunity to try and win this match. But there's the massive drop kick from Elena Rivera, trying to plant Vega into the corner. Now face first into a corner. As it is not looking good for the Rivera sisters, let alone the twins, aka Las Gorillas. And a massive DDT onto Leah Rivera as she is out cold. I tell you, the only woman that can technically fight this fight alone had to be Elena, and she might end up doing exactly that. They're not looking good, but always trying to sprain the ankle of Garcia Vega, but it doesn't work within her favor. And now for Garcia Vega, almost looking to try and go for somewhat of a sit slam. I really don't know what the move is called, but you know what move I'm trying to call out here, but I forgot the name of it. And Garcia Vega pretty much going through a bit of deep shit. Tag made, and here comes, well, pretty much here comes Leah Rivera. Preparing to kick to the lower part of the stomach. However, for Garcia Vega, and not going to try and take no for an answer, but a bit of a head toss. All looking at Leah Rivera might just almost pulled off Vega's mask, but now go for another cannonball yet again, but this time doesn't go for the pin. Tag made, and Elena Rivera is legal. And now what's Elena Rivera? Well, Elena's trying to stay good. Pretty much going for somewhat of a rear sliding clothesline. However, Phoenix was there to make the save, but now for Elena Rivera, pretty much hitting the little shimmy before time. And there is the massive DDT. Well, cover now. And Vega gets shoulders up before 3. And I have been told by the pretty much the announcer, but that is right next to me, saying that that move that Elena just did onto Vega is called Day of the Dead. And speaking of which, the Day of the Dead is happening on November 2nd. I don't know will there be a show happening on that day, but if so, that we might do something for it. Now covered out by Phoenix, and it will not work. But now tag made. It seemed that for Phoenix and Vega looking ready to fly. Here comes Vega with the assisted shoulder tackle off the top. And pretty much missing the super kick. But now for Leah Rivera, trying to take matters into her own hands. Tag made. Well, and here comes Elena Rivera. And both of them technically missed the Hurricanrana, but it would be Vega that will land a Hurricanrana and the standing moonsault. It's like that for Garcia. Vega doesn't want, well, pretty much Laxarella to win, but now for Amelia Phoenix, it's gonna do exactly that as she had been made legal only just moments ago, throwing Elena Rivera into the ropes. Well, not ropes, but into a corner, laying them down at 4. Well, Phoenix trying to get, well, trying to get Elena Rivera up and going for a fallen Hurricanrana, and it connects. Cover now, well, by Phoenix. However, the pin was saved thanks to Leah Rivera, and of course you can tell that Phoenix is not taking it as a simple answer. And a super kick connects to the center of the face of Elena Rivera, seeming that, for whatever Phoenix is thinking of, going for, using the ropes for another Hurricanrana setup, but into the corner, going for Elena Rivera, but looking that for Amelia Phoenix is kind of going a bit crazy here. Cover now by Phoenix. And the Lucha Sisters would get the victory. The Lucha Sisters, if I remember correctly, with this being their first win, well, pretty much as a tag team. So who knows what could be next for them in the near future. Hopefully that long-awaited dream match that I've been hearing about. Yeah, I gotta get these matches done fucking quick, cause I gotta head out later. So hopefully this won't take long. Let me see who I want. Screw it, we'll just have her go up against her. I don't think these two actually have fought each other yet, so this will probably be interesting. So, here goes nothing. So of course our next matchup will be Paige Bailey versus Nicole Anderson. And we'll be right back after a few words from our non-existent sponsors as of yet. Oh fuck. My bad, y'all. Of course we see candles of a grave. And here comes Paige Bailey. I believe Paige Bailey is supposed to be a female Danny Phantom. You have the gray hair with the green eyes, the black and silver clothing. So 100% that she is Danny Phantom, which is actually funny because well, Paige Bailey says that she's technically a ghost. So it makes sense that she chose to become a female Danny Phantom. Huh? That's what I meant to show. Gotcha.
I can't open my mouth right here.
Huh?
I can't open my mouth right here.
Take that off, huh?
No.
Or at least cut a little bit off. Alright. Yeah, probably eating the food, then good luck.
I'm definitely cut right here with get to it down.
Alright.
Because I'm gonna bring it over here too.
Alright. But of course, after Paige Bailey, we're getting ready. Also, you just heard that my sister somehow managed to take my damn microphone and be on commentary for a little bit. But who knows? We might even have my sister on commentary if she actually knew what's going on. But she's probably gonna be a backstage supporter. Now here comes, in my book, a Hall of Famer. Will pretty much make her way down to the ring. That being, well, Nicole Anderson. Surprisingly enough, she decided to keep the entrance that she had, well, during last year. But I like the fact that she managed to update her Lancelot attire and use the same black trench coat, but she had her all blacked out attire. They're kind of like a double throwback. And after all, it is also Throwback Thursday on a Halloween. So now the match is underway between Bailey and Anderson. And already off rip that Nicole Anderson trying to at least showcase her strength against Paige Bailey. Now of course for Paige, she's saying that not only she doesn't want to fight Nicole Anderson, but she also feels honored to do so. But for Nicole Anderson, well, she wants to win this match by any means necessary, but there is, I want to say, the hack attack off rip. But I don't know, would it be a good idea for Nicole Anderson to use the hack attack off rip, but there's the brain buster of Paige Bailey. And now trying to go for a spinning Uranagi on pretty much dead to a corner. Covered now by Paige Bailey. And shoulders are up. The shoulders are up for some reason. Down for Nicole Anderson. Pretty kick to the midsection. Chops his side to chest. And now there's a massive slam like first into the bottom turnbuckle. Down for Nicole Anderson, almost looking to try and snap the neck of Paige Bailey, but I'm not sure it's a good idea to snap the neck of a ghost. I mean, technically she's already undead. Well, technically she's already dead, so snapping the neck would just be useless. Now for Nicole Anderson, almost looking to try to play with her opponent, like playing with her prey before she devours them. Pause on that. A massive chop to the chest. However, Paige Bailey, well, pretty much trying to hold her own against, well, future Hall of Famer. And who knows, we might do the Hall of Fame for like this year's curtain call, as a matter of fact. But it's just only a matter of time. Into a corner, drop kick was sending them back. Covered now by Paige, well, not Paige Bailey, but Nicole Anderson. Trying to get my costume on while I'm doing this, so it's going to be difficult. But now for Nicole Anderson, looking to possibly pick up Paige Bailey. Oh, looking to try and go for the Hack Attack version 2. However, does not beat, well, pretty much does not do it. After Paige Bailey managed to wiggle herself out of danger. But now into a Rose, massive arm toss, well, big hip toss, and of course Nicole Anderson saying that, "Are you not entertained?" Was all looking out for Nicole, trying to hyperextend both arms of Paige Bailey, trying to stretch her out. Okay, that actually sounds wrong. Let me not say that again. Now for Paige Bailey, they're looking, well, to put a stop, well, to the former Lancelot of the XWA. For some reason, that for Paige Bailey not going to the outside, but instead rolls herself to the very outside, into the, well, not corner, but into the barricade. Going for Paige Bailey at these two, and now taking the fight out onto ringside. But now for Paige Bailey, pretty much lifting up Nicole, going for a massive, well, Tiger Driver. Oh, I just been told by the announcer again that that move, it's actually called the poltergeist, but it's seeming that almost for a second that for Paige Bailey we're going to set up for another poltergeist, but instead, it doesn't. And the ref counted that 9. Both women are immediately back in the ring. But into a corner, going for Nicole Anderson. Paige Bailey almost trying to get her out of that corner. But then, pretty much a severe face buster. And that might just will cause a little bit of a CTE or a massive headache later on. And for Paige Bailey trying to fight back against Nicole Anderson. Pretty much sitting on the ropes. However, Nicole Anderson into a climb, and down for Paige Bailey managed to counter, telling her to sit down. Covered now by Paige Bailey. And Nicole Anderson gets shoulders up before 3. So of course that for Paige Bailey, who wants to try and win this match, because for some reason that for Paige Bailey saying that she has a little crush backstage. Now who is it? Who knows? A massive top rope moonsault, however, covered now by Paige Bailey. And Paige Bailey gets the win.
Here's your winner, Paige Bailey.
She's a phantom, as most people would say. And of course that win will go to Paige Bailey. But of course, as you do see, pretty much most, well, pretty much the ringside team pretty much now setting up everything for a gruesome co-main event. And by gruesome, I mean very, very gruesome. To tell you the next match has already been contested, it would be Impulse. Yes, I finally got his name right. But it will be Impulse versus a former, well, versus a friend of his, and that being Corey Porter, and he will be accompanied by a deathmatch legend in his own right. Because this match is the Nightmare on Elm Street match. Well, not match. Fuck, let me say that again. As of course, for the first time ever, it might be the last time, that this match is known as the Nightmare on Elm Street fight. Yes, I got it. I got it on the second time. Perfect. So of course, don't go anywhere, because this it's gonna be absolute chaos. Main event is gonna be pain. It's co-main event time here in the XW, but here in the SWA in Buffalo, well, pretty much in Buffalo, New York, and we're seeing something here. Look at this from Corey Porter, pretty much him being Master Chief from the Halo franchise. Now my question is, why is Cortana not out here with him? But of course what you're seeing is Combat Zero. Now of course, the man with the black singlet and cargo pants, that is Joseph Cobbs. Now pretty much as a bit of a background for him, he actually does a lot of death matches compared to the independent scene. Now we don't know what that company is called, but he has said that he pretty much he took a light tube to the head, and once he literally gave Corey a unprotected chair shot. Hopefully history does not repeat itself here, because as much as everyone wants to see it, that may not happen. But yes, we have Corey Porter as Master Chief, but then again, it asks the question, who the hell is Impulse going to be? It looked like that for Impulse is going to be known as the Daywalker himself, and that being Blade. And then Impulse is pretty much known as Blade, and for some reason he does not have his EGW United States Championship, well, around his waist. So he either left it backstage or he left it at a hotel, well, in Buffalo. But regardless, well, who gives a flying fuck about it? I mean, it's Impulse after all. He forgets to even bring the titles that he wins, because if it's not from this company, he's probably not going to bring it with him most of the time. And now the Nightmare on Elm Street fight is now officially underway, and here we go! After Impulse almost immediately trying to take down for Corey Porter. Now my question is, how the hell does like a power suit like that end up fitting and even usable in an actual match? Because usually Corey would have something underneath for that attire that wouldn't make it too complicated for him to fight in. But hey, he said he's able to fight, well, in this outfit, and it's not going to cause him any problem. So now for both men outside of the ring, and for the street fight to continue, for Corey Porter managed to take this, so pretty much managed to take a hammer, but I'm not sure would that work well in Corey's favor. Now for Impulse, now having this, we're pretty much the weapon he calls Sledgy, and now using it, well, to his own benefit. Corey Porter managed to get up, however, both men managed to miss their target. And now for Corey, tried to throw Impulse back into the ring. Of course, you do see Joseph Cobbs out on ringside. Now, given the fact that he's done nothing but death matches, it's pretty much in his lifetime, but as you see now, after Joe pretty much getting a trash can out and ready on ringside. Now, I don't know what that by order or Corey Porter, Or did Joe do that because he knows? But now, and yep, we're going to call him Joe, well, for sure. But now for Joe, trying to distract Impulse. And that gives the opening window for Corey to go for a twisting neck breaker onto Impulse. Now, of course, technically Joe can really distract Impulse all he wants and not get in trouble for it, because it is under street fight rules, meaning anything is legal. So now for Impulse, grabbing Corey Porter, throwing him into a corner, ready to kick to the side, the head connects. Now for Impulse, Freeman's got to fly, but it connects. It's all it seemed that for Impulse wanted to do a lot more than just hurt Corey from the inside. So now grabbing the tricep, but wait a minute, now Joseph now getting himself involved in the match, throwing Impulse back in the ring. And for Corey Porter, well, now has to steel chair and managed to get the entirety of the Buffalo crowd up. Steel chair going straight into Impulse. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the co-main event of the Halloween special. A massive clothesline by Impulse, but it's seeming that for Impulse wants Corey to get up, but there is, well, the spin kick, and now for Joe, once again, trying to distract Impulse. And for Corey Lee getting himself back up onto 2 feet. It's seeming that for Corey may have a bit of a numbers advantage here, however, for Impulse, and not going to let it slide, go for another spin kick. So now it's seeming that everyone, well, god damn it. But now it's seeming that for Impulse now targeting for Joe and try to throw the steel chair at him, but not going to work. And now for Corey, managed to pull out a ladder. However, for Impulse and not letting him try to utilize that ladder to any given point in time. Now, Corey went back into the ring, goes for Impulse. And now for Corey, getting himself back inside the ring at any given point in time. Into the corner, going for Impulse. However, Impulse managed to counter. It is literally Blade versus Master Chief here. Well, gut check and the Barracuda connect. And now Joe literally still trying to distract Impulse. But I don't know, would that be a good idea? But now Corey managed to get himself back up and still trying to attack. They're still trying to attack Impulse. And it's almost like that Impulse had enough. Cause now, there he goes, now attacking Joe! As he had enough and wants to finish this match. Oh wait, here comes Corey! However, he miscalculated the jump and landed shoulder first into the steel ladder. I don't know if that suit absorbs damage, but if it does, he will be lucky. But now for Corey, managed to counter. And now throwing Impulse into the rope, ducking under, and connecting with a massive elbow to his face. Covered now by Corey Porter. And an immediate kick out by Impulse. Both of these men are going to stop at nothing to get what they deserve. But now for Impulse, going for the Devil's Judgment. Well, onto Porter. And I see for Impulse literally going, for pretty much literally telling Joe, how about them apples, you bitch? But it seems like all that shit talking and taunting not gonna work. There's the double tap, originally from Sky. And Impulse might be out, well, for a little bit. Now Corey may be able to capitalize and technically beat the dogs to a crisp. And now Corey just harried away with the candlestick in hand, and you can see out on the apron that for Joe taking off the turnbuckle. And here comes Corey with a massive splash. I think he calls it the Ohio Splash. Covered now by Corey Porter, and he gets the win. Corey Porter gets the win, well, pretty much with the assist from Joseph Cobb. Now hopefully I still got enough time to do this because the show had to end at 6:30, not into less. So, better go ahead and get this shit up and running. But of course, our main event, pretty much consisting of Cassidy Walker, Mr. Blue, with Rosa Cian Martinez and Angel Rivera for your main event. What? Well, it's a good thing I'm running this match now. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to enjoy this match regardless.
Jane.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, but we are back here for our main event. Well, what?
Oh.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, here we are. It seemed that for Mr. Blue and Cassidy Walker are pretty much the Marvel's favorite villain and superhero, that being Black Cat and Spider-Man. Or shall we call him Spider-Man Azul, at what most people online are calling Blue's attire. Because have no fear, Spider Blue is here to save the day. Continue with Black Cat and Spider-Man, but now, well, pretty much here comes, well, Los Alamos. Now the reason why, well, I won't say reason why, but I'm just gonna say it. The reason why Bandolora is not out here tonight is because she is under the weather.
But the reason why Diana Laura's not here is she's under the weather. So we're hoping the best for her. Huh? Yeah.
Here's your winners, Will Cassidy Walker and Mr. Blue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the Halloween special XWA No Limits. And we wish y'all a happy Halloween here from the XWA. Stay safe.